Isn't that crazy though, how like your financial status will change how someone feels about you? It's crazy.
Thing.
I haven't changed. I'm the same person that you've always known.
It's a weird interpretation. If I was in the group where like everyone's families belong to like the country clubs and the pools, and when you're, I don't know how it would be if it was a guy happening with his guy group, but when it was with the girls, it was just like, I don't know if this is someone, instead of them being there for me during that hard time, I noticed that the friendships faded. At least that was my perception of it.
They were judging.
I think so.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't hold grudges to that now.
Oh, it definitely made you stronger.
It was motivation. It still is.
Yeah.
It's still motivation. It was one of those stingers.
Welcome to another episode of Out of the System. I'm your host, Leo Climaco. This is the show that brings you entrepreneurs who broke the system and won. They fought against it. They left that 9-to-5 race. Today's guest is someone who I met her husband. I interviewed her husband a couple of weeks ago, an incredible human being, Alexis Winegard. Today, I have the pleasure of having his wife, Alexis Winegard, co-founder of Rare Blue Moon. Is that it? Rare Blue Moon?
Yeah, Rare Blue Moon.
Rare Blue Moon.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm so happy that you're here.
Yeah, pleasure to be here. Thank you.
One of the things that Eric told me while he was here, he goes, man, you got to interview my wife.
Oh my gosh.
He goes, she is so much better than I am. You got to interview her.
And when I walked in, I said the same thing about him. He's going to be so much better. He was so much better than me.
That's yet to be seen.
Yeah, we'll find out.
So tell me, where'd you grow up?
So I am originally from Rochester, New York, same as Eric.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's funny.
Is that where you guys met?
Yes. Yeah, it's funny. Whenever we meet people down here and they meet us through business or just through mutuals, they always are like, oh, you guys met down here, right? They just assume that.
Right.
And we're like, no, we actually made the move together about 5 years ago now.
That's awesome.
And born and raised in Rochester. I've spent most of my life up in the northeast part of the country. And we've been down here for 5 years, and we will definitely not be looking back. So we're happy here.
I have a very similar story.
Where are you from?
I'm from Queens.
Okay.
Grew up in Queens, New York. Moved here 5 years ago.
Okay.
My wife and I just one day were like, we're done. It was like mid-COVID.
Yep.
And never looking back.
A lot of us transplants
Yes.
from during COVID. Yeah, never looking back. I think, unfortunately, and this is an opinion, a lot of us people up in the Northeast got really separated just in terms of like lifestyle, whether how you view business,
Right.
or
Work from home,
lifestyle. And Eric and I are very active. So as soon as they closed the gyms up there, we were going nuts. We're like, we got to figure this out. It's a big taxing thing on your mental health if you can't do that. So.
Yeah. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Rochester was one of the first towns affected by COVID.
Yeah, I think it was. And it's also one of the most depressing towns, in my opinion, no shade. But I think it's ranked second as the most cloudiest city in the country behind Seattle.
Really? Why do you think that is?
I think it's because where we're located along the Finger Lakes and also Lake Ontario.
Yeah.
So we just get hit with lake effect after lake effect. But great place to grow up. Excited for, our future chapters to come.
Tell me, who was Alexis in high school?
Oh, that's such an interesting question. So in high school, I would say that I actually experienced, how they say as you get older, your circles get smaller?
Yes.
I actually think I experienced that really early on in my life. I would argue in high school. So I definitely was...
argue like a debate team?
No.
Like just argue with people?
Yeah, argue with people.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
It's interesting, I think, for females, right? Like you get into these groups early on, and sometimes those friendships stay. But I think I quickly figured out growing up in high school that I already had, not a shield, but I was really protective of myself because I had already gone through some hardships growing up, and it was really easy for me to figure out, who was rooting for me and who wasn't.
Right.
And so once I figured out, who actually was my genuine friend, I had 2 really close friends in high school.
You don't need more than that.
No. And
really
I still talk with them. It's a genuine friendship. They're nurtured. We don't need to talk every day to, know that we're still good friends.
Right.
But I would say, what you kind of are experiencing with me today is very similar to how I was in high school.
Okay.
Definitely, I don't know. I would say ambitious is definitely a word to describe me. Because of some of the hardships that I went through, like financially with my family, I knew that I had to kind of figure it out for myself. I had nobody I had my family to rely on, but if I wanted to kind of make it financially and take care of myself and whatever my future was to be, I kind of got serious really early on in my life. And so I was always a very serious person.
About how old do you think when that switch happened for you from childhood to, okay, now I got to get serious?
So I would say when I was in 9th grade.
Okay.
Reason
Early.
being
It's like
is
14, 15.
Yeah, right when I kind of got into high school. Reason being, my dad, really quick backstory to kind of explain who I am and why I am the way I am. But my dad worked at a family business for all of his life, right? We lived very cushiony up until I was in 9th grade. And, with family businesses, sometimes there comes dynamics that in the long term, they don't really work out. And needless to say, my dad's whole career changed because him and his dad just didn't work out from a professional standpoint.
Got it.
And that completely turned our life upside down financially. So I was in a position where, we were doing well. We were definitely upper middle class. And once that change happened, it I noticed that some of my friends changed and changed how they treated me.
Wow.
And it kind of just put my guard up, which it's not that I have it now. It's just that and maybe this is a bad approach, but I'm just a little bit more skeptical of who I let in.
Right. Isn't that crazy though, how your financial status will change how someone feels about you?
100%. It's the
crazy.
craziest thing.
I haven't changed. I'm the same person that you've always known.
Yeah, it's a weird interpretation, and I was in the group where everyone's families belong to the country clubs and the pools, and when I don't know how it would be if it was a guy happening with his guy group, but when it was with the girls, it was just I don't know if this is someone. Instead of them being there for me during that hard time, I noticed that the friendships faded.
Right.
At least that was my perception of it.
They were judging.
I think so.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't hold grudges to that now, but that is
it definitely made you stronger.
It was motivation. It still is.
Yeah.
It's still motivation. It was one of those stingers, right?
Right. And I think the worst part about, because I went through something very similar. I think the worst thing about it is that we have no control.
Right.
Because we're teenagers. We're young. It's completely out of our hands. Right? But that fuels us to be who we are today.
Yeah, Eric and I talk about this a lot. You almost need that burn to kind of light a fire under your butt.
Yeah.
And I think without that experience, 100%, I would probably be climbing the corporate ladder, right? I would probably not be
Park
as
Avenue
hungry.
somewhere.
Yeah, something just not where I was supposed to be. But, we talk about how adversity is just so important. And I think that alone, I am grateful for that, right? There's silver linings in everything and mindset shifts and how do you handle adversity. So I'm grateful that I went through that early on. I don't know if I would be able to be a business owner with my husband otherwise. Who knows? The path could have been totally different.
Right. So I struggle with that. I have 2 boys. I have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. And they have everything.
Yeah.
Spoiled. So where's that balance?
It's tough, right? Because you want to give them more than you had.
Yes.
But then you're like, how do I keep them grounded?
Right.
I can only imagine.
How do I show them that life is hard and that this is not easy? You are privileged.
Yeah.
And it's tough. It's tough because those kids, we have a playroom in my house. You walk into that playroom, he's been there. It is a toy store.
Toys R Us.
Every single toy you can possibly imagine is in that playroom. And they barely use it.
Yeah. It's their museum.
Yeah.
Their own personal museum. No, I hear that. It's that's definitely something Eric and I talk about too.
Yeah.
We don't have kids, obviously, but in our next chapter, we talk about that because we want to be able to give and put them in the best opportunity for sports if they're interested in that and schooling and whatever that looks like. But how do you keep kids grounded in that position? I don't know.
I've gotten to the point where I just accept it.
Yeah.
My kid goes to private school. He's going to be in there until he graduates high school.
Yeah.
It's one of those, it's accept it. It is what it is.
Yeah. And, there's something too that I've learned recently. It's at least for me, there was a sense of guilt when I first came into success.
A little bit, right?
We were like, why do I feel guilty, right?
Right.
So I was talking about this with someone recently because my parents, they just moved down here for an example.
Okay, cool.
And it's a little bit different. You know, when you get older, you have your kids, but then you also start to take care of your parents a little
for
bit more too.
100%.
So my parents actually live in one of our rental properties.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And I think they have a hard time like accepting it. And I don't want them to feel guilty for it.
Right.
Because like, isn't there a point where like we all have to kind of accept and say like, we're here for some deeper meaning?
Yes.
And if we're able to, why shouldn't we, kind of thing? So I've been able to change perspective on that as well. So similarly, I'm sure raising kids, when you've accepted it,
yes,
and maybe it's easier that way.
Don't turn away God's blessings.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it.
You know,
for sure.
My kids are blessed. I'm not going to turn away. It is what it is.
Yeah,
Enjoy it.
And you're great. Your kids will be great.
Yeah,
everything's
Amen.
good. Yeah, that's awesome.
Did you ever want to be a lawyer?
Interesting question. My dad always told me I should go on to be a lawyer.
I can see it.
Can you?
Yeah, I can see it. I can see you in the courtroom.
Okay. I think I missed my calling. No, I think that my dad always said that I should be one, and I was open to it, but it was the whole schooling thing that threw me
I
off.
hear you. I'm with you.
I'm a little too much of a busybody to be
Yes.
locked in like that.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy a good, serious conversation, debate, all that sort of good
Yeah.
stuff.
CEO and I think lawyer is that same footing, same energy.
Yeah, almost authoritative to some
Yes,
capacity.
exactly.
Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to get in the habit of this, but some of our colleagues, our team, they'll always like rely on Eric and I to put out fires.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, I love putting out a good fire, but I also need them to kind of step in when it's like can't grow a company if you're always the CEOs are stepping in, right?
100%.
So, but that could have been a calling, maybe in a past life or new life.
Yeah. So tell me, what is the dynamic of running a marketing agency?
What is the dynamic? Well, it's very fast paced. So it's important that we keep up with, technology's ever changing, right?
Oh, yeah.
I always
AI
say
is every day something new.
booming. And I actually say that to people like, yes, we're a marketing company, but we're a technology company because look at all around us. Like we're using AI. One of the things that when we get new clients, they ask us, how do we use AI? Everyone's using it. So I think it's very fast paced. I think that you have to be quick to adapt.
Right.
It's ever changing. So I think you have to pay attention. I feel that if I'm not paying attention, I use social media in a completely different way compared to how I used to a few years back, strictly because how I'm engaging and indulging in it, I look at it as a consumer now, not just someone getting entertainment. So
give me an example. What do you mean?
So let's just say I was looking at, I'm trying to think of a good example, like Grant Cardone. I'll just use the big names, the Hormozis, whatever.
Right.
I used to like take in their content and I would be like, oh, they said some really good stuff, right? But now I take in their content and I look at it from a business owner. I'm like, okay, how can I position my company to also be talking to an audience like that? Or how can I get engagement like that? Or how can I get my clients to talk like that? Because obviously it works. So I don't look at it as just I'm scrolling. I'm doing the doom scrolling thing. I'm really like looking at it. Eric and I
You're analyzing.
Yes, thank you. Analyzing 100%. It's not really, I don't shut off. So it's just there always, but ever changing, fast paced, and adapting is how I would definitely describe our marketing company for sure.
I'm a new client. I come to you and I ask you, what does social media mean in 2026? Because we're almost there.
I actually refer to social media as a digital resume. I think that you need it. I'll give you an example. When we were driving down here from Boca Raton, we're in Fort Lauderdale, we drove past a Wilton Manors police car.
Okay.
And on the police car, they had all of the different images of each social media platform that they were on with their handle.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Literally, this just happened on the way here. And I pointed it out to Eric, my husband. I said, even the police officers are on social media. It's a different world. So I look at that and I say, okay, people are using social media as, I say digital resume, but also current events, news, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
And I think that I genuinely, I love word of mouth. Don't get me wrong. We get business from that. But I really firmly believe that if you're not like catching up to speed or getting involved in social media now as a business owner, you're going to become like a dinosaur. People are not going to pay attention to you.
Right.
We're covered with paid advertising everywhere, right? So you see all those ads everywhere.
And they follow you everywhere.
Completely. And like everyone's getting our data. If a business were to come to me too, and this is where this is kind of like my second answer to it. If a business comes in and they want to do PPC, paid advertising, if they don't have social media presence, they can't even start doing paid ads, in my opinion. Because, even if you were to see a business advertising on Instagram and you click on the profile, if the profile is nowhere to be found, there's no social proof.
No one's gonna
Why would
care.
anybody trust that business?
Exactly.
So it's a need. And I know that sounds kind of weird to say, but if you're a business owner, you 100% need to be posting. And I don't think overthinking posting it. It's great if you can get really high content, quality content all the time. But I don't think it needs to be overthought. I think it just needs to be showing that you're active.
Is there a bare minimum
For the amount of posts?
for what one should be doing? Yes.
Bare minimum, if a new business owner just came up to me and they said, hey, I just started my business. Where should I get started with my social media? Facebook and Instagram, hands down. I mean, those are definitely...
Bread and butter.
I would say so.
Yeah.
TikTok, some people are a little hesitant on just because it's TikTok and whatever their opinions are on it. But also just, it's a matter of video too. Like posting is posting, right? Let's talk about posting. I say static images, carousel. Those are words that I throw out a lot. Where the still images.
Yep.
That's easy for a business to do because when we're talking about being on camera for a business owner, that changes things.
A lot.
So if they can get started with posting, that's my recommendation. But getting comfortable in front of camera is a next level.
It is. But I think that's where the money's at, right?
100%.
That's where the exposure is at, the connection, the authenticity.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, look at this room, for sure. I mean, you have to. If you want to advance yourself, you have to be doing video. But some people are scared. They turn different in front of camera. It's just...
Me too.
I'm sure you see it. I don't know if you see it in here. Maybe you get all the comfortable people, but...
100%. Well, there's been a few.
Yeah?
That's been rough. Yeah. It's their first time. They weren't comfortable. They were giving me like one-word answers. It was rough.
Yeah, and then you're kind of nurturing it the whole time versus having like an eloquent conversation.
Exactly.
I hear that. Yeah, when we do video, when it's a first shoot, I always preface for a business. We get a lot of people that are in the service-based industry. So,
okay.
You get the dentists, the attorneys, any type of contractor. A lot of them are great at their craft, but they're definitely not familiar with being in front of camera. So usually that first video session that we'll do with a client, it's like a test run, I like to say. And I always let them know that we can edit out anything. Just give it your best. The editing is where the magic happens.
Right.
And this is a test run. Like it's almost like a desensitizer, right? You have to, the more that you're in front of it, the easier it gets.
100%.
If I were to watch my first video from when I first started posting on like TikTok or Instagram.
Oh my goodness.
Cringe.
Yeah.
I can't even watch it. So.
I can't watch my first episode.
Really?
I can't watch it.
When was your first episode?
Almost 2 years ago.
Yeah, see, so much evolving, right?
Yeah.
Ever evolving.
This is like episode 130? 130.
Pretty solid.
Oh.
Awesome. It's a good number.
It's a good number.
Consistent. Are you on a weekly basis then?
Weekly. Yeah, we release every Friday.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We've been doing that for about 2 years straight now.
Yeah.
Almost.
In the podcast space, that's something that Eric and I are trying to get better with. We're doing our own podcast. I don't know if he talked to you much about it when he was on, but
He did, yeah.
We're working, that's the thing, working it into the schedule. We're definitely prioritizing it, but we have just been traveling so much. So as long as it's a weekly thing, I think right now we're on a monthly basis, but I know eventually we'd like to get to that point.
Okay. How long is the episode?
An hour.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes the last time we did this though, we did like 3 episodes in one day. So we could kind of have like a backlog. Now, I don't know if that was the brightest idea either, because who knows if our energy levels were the same. I haven't seen it yet.
Right.
But an hour, I would say. If we go a little bit longer on a topic, we'll ride it out.
What are you guys talking about?
We're talking about...
As a podcaster, I needed a place to share my voice and hear other stories. That's how Forge Studios was born. A place created not just for me, but for everyone searching for something more. An environment where as soon as you walk in, you feel the energy and you feel welcomed. Where being seen and heard is part of the experience. A place for entrepreneurs to share their journey, for creators to bring ideas to life, for businesses to grow authentically. A space that values mental health, encourages real conversations, and supports those who turns ideas into impact. Here at the Forge Studios, creativity, culture, and purpose aligns and comes together to help you create something greater. A place where we leave the filters behind and we start expressing ourselves for real. The Forge Studio. Your journey starts here. Your impact starts now.
All things business and relationships, right?
Okay.
So a lot of the curiosity between mine and his relationship is how do we work together? So it is an interesting dynamic, right? Because you bring your work life home
Right.
and your home life to work.
Yep.
So for some people that really wouldn't work out well. But what's interesting is last year we went to, right after our wedding, literally right after we got married in Mexico last year, we flew to Washington, D.C. for PBD's CXO.
Okay, you guys were there?
Thing. Yeah, we went to that. And very interesting, a lot of husband and wife duos, right? So the CEO is usually the husband, the final say all be all. But there's some wives that were CEO and then the
Right.
counterpart. It just depends on the dynamic. I'm definitely seeing more of that in today's business landscape, just with our clients that we work with, a lot more husband
Really?
and wife duos. But for some people, they're just like, absolutely not. I would say a lot of people that get surprised for us is how does it work, right? How do you make it work with home life,
Right.
balance,
It
whatever,
actually works very well, I think.
right?
I do the same. My excuse me. My wife and I have owned a therapy agency for kids with autism for about 8 years now. And I think that dynamic has brought us closer together, stronger. It has helped us go through the roller coaster ride in a better way because everything is united, right? It's the business, the kids, the marriage, the bank accounts, all one thing. I think that really probably brought us closer.
Right. And you know what? Would you agree that, like, let's just say there's like a frustration within the business that if you guys can go to each other, it's almost like venting.
Yeah.
You feel heard more. 'Cause she gets it.
100%. Right.
I think that that's another thing too.
And I think what we had to fight through was how do we talk business when you're mad at each other?
Ooh. Any tips? I'd be curious.
You have to solve the issue first.
Okay. I like it.
I don't think because they always say, right, if things are not right at home, your business will not flourish because your mind can't be on it. So you got to solve the issue first to then get onto business.
I 100% agree with that statement.
Yeah.
100%. And would you say that you two have kind of established roles too?
For sure.
That was the key for us.
Yeah.
Identifying like who's more in charge of what responsibility, what's your role as a wife, what's your role as a co-founder, right?
Right. I think for us, that was a little bit easier because she's a licensed board certified behavior analyst. So she's the therapist director in this sector. So those roles were predefined from the beginning. So I do the back end, she does the front end.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Okay, so that was a little bit easier.
it was.
I like that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and I are totally different roles too. He's more of like the front end. So similar, I guess, similar dynamic, the way
Right.
that that's broken up. He's more like, manages the sales team, definitely more CEO. Like I want Eric to be like, even in a public setting, I want him to be like the
Right, the lead.
100%. I love that he leads. That's where I'm traditional. I'm not one of those, I'm a female in business. I love being a business owner, but I look to my husband like, why don't we ask Eric? I'll even say that to some of, the team. I'm like, oh, let's confirm with Eric.
Right.
Because I want him to be that leader, 100%. And it works out so well. I know I'm biased because he's my husband, but he definitely carries a room really well. The team, he motivates the team. Like he's really good with the sales team. And then I'm more like, once a client comes on, I pass them on to like the accounts management team, the deliverables team.
Right.
So I do the nurturing and
Okay.
the longevity.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
I see you two. You two are so in love with each other.
We definitely are.
The way you guys look at each other,
Yeah.
it's really beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate
It
it.
really is.
Yeah.
Like that it's rare.
Is it?
Yeah, it's rare.
Yeah. It's funny you say that because I do feel like I don't take our love for granted. You know, we are newly married. We've almost been married a year. But I don't know if this is the same for you, but I have found that the more and more that I'm around other couples, like they're either complaining about, and maybe this just comes with time. I don't know. I'm newly married. I can't speak on it, but
Let's hear it. I've been married for 9 years.
9? Okay, so
Yeah.
maybe you can give me
Let's
some
hear it.
insight. I just hear like, are you sure before we got married? Are you sure you want to get married? Are you sure you want to have kids? It's just like the chirpings, and I don't think that ever ends.
No, not for us.
Yeah,
We wanted to get married. We wanted to have kids.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't need that negativity. I would tell Eric after we'd come home from some dinners with couples, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be around people like that. Like, I want to
Yeah.
be around people that are in love with their spouse.
Oh, yeah.
They value them. You know, like they want to boost each other up.
Yeah.
So that was an interesting thing, and I don't know if that just comes like that's just how people are. People, they're gonna have their opinions, say what they want to say. But I just was like, I can't be around people that are dimming on my light with my next chapter of my life, whether
Exactly.
if it's children, business, marriage.
Yeah. I'm sorry it didn't work out for you.
Right.
Don't put that energy on me.
Yeah. So you probably, I don't know if you hear the things like
For
that.
sure. Oh, yeah. But we also found a circle of all parents.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that we're kind of getting closer to that again because we don't have kids yet. Once we do, I think that it'll be easy to nurture those relationships as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just like head down right now. We're going for it with everything.
Yeah. Pedal to the metal.
Yeah, now's the time.
Do you have a time frame
For babies?
for putting the pedal to the metal?
Well, I
Right?
would,
For hitting it hard. Is there like a time frame where you guys are going like, all right, we've accomplished it. We can let go and go build our life, go build our family.
that's kind of a loaded question. So Eric is the definition of a workaholic.
Yeah. I can tell.
And I love him for it. And it's part of his identity.
Man's about his business.
Oh, we were just on our honeymoon and he like was craving a sales call. I'm like, go ahead. I don't care. Like, because we're telling people before we left, we're going to unplug and not be like, you know, working.
Right.
And we didn't work as much as we typically do. But as you know, when you're a business owner, you can't
You have to.
fully unplug.
No, you can't.
It almost felt wrong. You know, there was one day where we were just like, what the heck, we're not hearing anything from anybody. And I think the team just didn't want to bother us.
Right.
But I think it's a loaded question. Pedal to the metal. I would say we're definitely in a huge growth uptick right now for
Yeah.
us. But where we're kind of positioning the company right now is getting my team ready for my next chapter of being a mom, because I don't know how long I'll be out of commission completely. Like
2
I
years.
obviously, you think 2 full years?
2 years.
Okay, so like I don't know.
From seeing it being done twice, 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
Okay, definitely. I can see that being reasonable. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm kind of doing with my team right now. We're putting the right people in the position so that when I do get pregnant.
Well, hold on. Let me take that back, right? Because you get pregnant and you can work comfortably up until 8-9 months, depending how big you get,
For sure.
right? And then you stop. And then you give birth, and then you're out for about a year. So I'd say about a year and a half.
That makes sense. And it's funny because I think it was about a few months ago now. This was something I've been telling Eric. I said, babe, I'm not going to be one of those people, one of those moms that all of a sudden has the baby and it's just like, yeah, I'm good. I'm ready to be a stay-at-home mom. And if that's what other women out there want to do is be a stay-at-home mom, amazing. But I know myself. I will be itching to get back doing something. I'm just I need to be stimulated.
I don't doubt you.
But let's see.
I don't doubt you, but it could change.
I'm open-minded to that.
Just because the hormonal process that you're going to go through is going to change you.
I've never been through it.
And once you hold that baby in your arms, I'm not saying it will. There's a possibility that it could. But you are very driven. You're very driven. I can tell.
And I'm like already pre-planning my life right now. Yeah, no, we'll see. I 100% agree with the fact I have to see how I feel.
Yeah.
Circumstances, a lot can change. The ideal situation for me and with him in the business is putting the right people in the position so that I can take as much time as I want.
Yeah.
Or who knows, like you're saying, maybe I never want to go back to work. I don't know. But we're putting all of that in position right now. So I would argue that the pedal on the metal is happening.
So my wife, she wanted to go back to work. My second son turned a year old. The next day, he began daycare. So she had that, free up that time, free up that morning. So once the kid's about a year old, things can slowly get back to the new normal, right?
And you've been through it twice, so I'm sure you've kind of seen some patterns and stuff.
Yeah, you get acclimated. Babies sleep all day. It's very easy. You could work if you wanted to. You don't have to, clearly. But I think like the first 3 months are the hardest.
I've heard that.
First 3 months.
Yeah.
Once you get to 6 months, then it gets fun, in my opinion. Because from 6 months to a year, every single month, it's something new. They're growing so fast. They're crawling, or they're smiling, or they're looking at you differently, or their hair's growing, or this or that. It's all these cute little things that it becomes easier.
I've heard too that the more their personality comes out around 6 months.
Oh, yeah.
So I can see how that makes it more of a connection also.
Right. It's almost like they get comfortable with being alive.
That makes sense.
You know, it's almost like, okay, I'm no longer where I was. I'm now here, you know?
Yeah.
It's like it clicks for them.
Yeah. Isn't that
Kids are a
interesting?
trip. Kids are a trip.
I know. Now, question for you.
Yeah.
Was your wife ready by any means when she had her first? Like, did she? I always hear from women that oh, you'll never be ready. Do you know if your wife felt like she was ready? Were you guys ready? Like, was it?
We were both ready.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we both wanted kids real bad.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love hearing that.
Yeah, we were both ready. I think the only thing I'd change, I probably had kids earlier.
Yeah, don't tell my husband that because he's itching right now.
I probably had kids earlier. I was 31 with my first kid, and I was 33, 34 with my second kid.
Okay. Did you think you guys would have any more?
No.
No. Two sounds
We,
like a good one.
we thought about it a lot. We've had many conversations, but we're done.
I think in a perfect world, I'd like to as well.
Yeah.
Eric will say he wants a basketball team, so we'll have
We
to-
wanted 4.
Yeah.
We wanted 4. Yeah.
My mom says that you'll know after the last one is born because
Yeah.
my brother, I think, was a little bit more like, a little more crazy, like running around, stuff like that.
The second one is the feisty one, my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. Birth order's a thing. I 100% believe in that.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
the oldest, so
Oh, yeah.
I definitely think that's a thing for sure.
My firstborn's an angel.
Yeah.
He's such a sweetheart.
Just easygoing.
So chilled. He's so chilled.
So he's a total firstborn.
Oh, yeah. Complete. Nothing like me. He's all his mother.
What birth order are you in?
I'm second.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you relate to your.
I do. And he looks like me, too.
Oh, he's a mini you.
Yeah. He's literally a mini me.
Aw, that's amazing. Yeah, no, that I think that they're a blessing, but that's the other thing too. I mean, we've never actively tried, so it's a matter of who knows what that can unfold in with fertility.
Yeah.
We just don't know.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Yeah, it's going to change your world.
I think so.
Yeah, kids, they teach you so much. They really do. Patience, humility, embarrassment, so many different things that they teach you. That it's like, I don't think you could learn that lesson from anybody else other than your kid because you can't help but to submit, right? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? My 3-year-old, he spilled a drink all over somebody.
It's just some random person.
Yeah, we were at a concert, at a show, not a concert, like a Blippi show. And you know what that is, Blippi?
Is that a
like
cartoon?
It's a kid's character. He it's a man that wears like blue and orange, and he does like kids songs and videos on YouTube and all that. So he runs. He goes. He tours around the country doing shows for the kids to come see him. So we were there, and my 3-year-old spilled soda all over this person. You know, and the guy was upset. The guy was very upset. So having to diffuse these situations that like you never thought you would be doing this. And now you're here breaking up a fight between your kid and a grown man, trying to diffuse a situation.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But it's great. I wouldn't change it.
Yeah. That's a good story.
Yeah, right?
Diffusing between your kid and I mean, the guy signed up by going to a kid's show.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah, people are crazy.
Exactly. Know your place. Know your surrounding.
For sure. For sure. Yeah, I think if I could pick, I'd like to have a boy and then a girl, but I feel like that's every girl's perfect dream because the son protects the daughter or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'll just be happy to have 2 beautiful, healthy babies if I'm able to have that.
Yeah,
So,
I think you will.
yeah, fingers crossed. We just did I just did this really interesting, this is a total side note, but Eric and I are definitely into like the wellness part of our life.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when you have to have all this energy to run a business,
Of course.
you got to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
I just did this really cool hormone testing.
Okay.
And it was like a spit and urine test.
Okay.
And I got mine back. Everything's good to go. So we're kind of just waiting on his to see. And that's kind of the final
I've done
thing.
that. Yes, I know you're talking about. It's to check to see if there are any abnormalities within your gene to see if you don't transfer over to the kid.
Yeah, yeah. And like I think it also measures like estrogen levels.
Yes.
Kind of to see like where you're at in your cycle, if it's regular, even
It's
more
normal.
regular. Yeah, normal.
Right.
So I got the green light. We're kind of just waiting to see from him. He's been on TRT for a few years, so I think we kind of have to. He's off of it now, but that there's like a cycle off of that.
Yeah.
Which it's interesting because this doctor that we're working with, she's actually within that PBD network also. She's awesome. Her name's Dr. Lauren, but she is really into just like overall wellness. She has like hair transplants, all this really cool stuff, but she's helping Eric get on this regimen, this program with taking all the vitamins and supplements that should help him increase his testosterone naturally. So I'll have to get back to you on that one.
Yes, because I'm also on TRT, so I would love to hear about that.
Yeah, I mean, TRT changed Eric's life for the better. I
Same.
can't even. It's so obvious. And I think in the beginning, where we're from, I don't know if this was the same for you with Queens when you were living in Queens, but it was so taboo when we first moved down here.
Oh yeah.
Just very, because it's conservative up in there.
Steroids.
Yeah. So when he's got most of his best friends still from childhood. They all live in Rochester still.
Okay.
And when he would say, like, you guys, you got to get your test levels checked because
Right.
it changed my life. And I kid you not, this dude turned into a completely different person. Like, I would argue he had not like a rebirth. I'm trying to think of a better way to put it. But once he got on it, he like almost had like a rediscovery of who he was and his purpose.
Wow.
More motivated. That's when we started talking about like starting this business, the marketing company.
How long has it been, the company?
About 5 years,
Okay.
4 years, 5 years. But him and I have both been in the marketing space. Like he's almost 20 years. I'm 10 plus a little bit.
Right.
It was just a matter of, do we want to make someone else money or do we want to start making ourselves money? And
That's always a
create?
question.
Yeah. We took the leap of faith.
And the answer is
obviously.
easy, I think. You know?
Yeah. I had an interesting meeting with the team. Actually, it was today about choices. It's a big word I like to throw around with them. It sounds easy to say you choose to be broke, you choose to level up
Right.
financially. Like it's easy to say.
It is.
It's easy to say if you want to choose to be making healthy habits versus becoming overweight or however. Like right, you see the black and white on both ends of the spectrum, no
sure.
matter what the measure of it is.
100%.
Right? But I just had a meeting with the team this morning. I said, I'm a big advocate for choices. Like we are 100% the drivers of our own life. And I think every day, right when you wake up, it's a morning of choice, right? Do you choose?
As a podcaster, I needed a place to share my voice and hear other stories. That's how Forge Studios was born. A place created not just for me, but for everyone searching for something more. An environment where as soon as you walk in, you feel the energy and you feel welcomed. Where being seen and heard is part of the experience. A place for entrepreneurs to share their journey, for creators to bring ideas to life, for businesses to grow authentically. A space that values mental health, encourages real conversations, and supports those who turns ideas into impact. Here at the Forge Studios, creativity, culture, and purpose aligns and comes together to help you create something greater. A place where we leave the filters behind and we start expressing ourselves for real. The Forge Studio. Your journey starts here. Your impact starts now.
That you're gonna go do something to be successful at work, whether that's working out, meditating,
Right.
going for a walk, whatever it might be, having a protein drink. Everybody has their own routine, their own regimen. And this is where I sound kind of harsh, not harsh to the team sometimes, but I think they get shocked hearing it from me as the female. Like, I'm like, no, it's about choices. Like, I'm just having those direct, honest conversations because I want my team to grow and evolve.
Right.
And that's something that Eric and I really live by with not only ourselves, but we practice and preach it. Every day is a choice. How do
The
you...
boss in you came out right now. I just want to let you know.
Did it?
Yeah.
I know. I said that today, and I think they were kind of like, whoa, what is she saying about choices? But I just, it's direct. I just am like, every day is a choice. How do you choose when it's going to be? You know, you hear the people say, I'm going to start my diet on Monday. Why not now?
Right.
The longer you say Monday, 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 it's the same thing for any day, anything in your life. Being a better dad, being a better mom, being a better student,
Right.
being more in shape. When are you choosing to do it? So that's, life's about choices. That's how I look at it. It's a matter of, are you going to do it or are you not?
Right.
Now, I get it if people have like a disability or there's something prohibiting them from doing it, but it's all in here.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's all in the brain. And that's where Eric and I are kind of sickos, where it's hard for us. Like, we're just like addicted to talking about it because there's just something wired in us right now that feels the need not only to create something for our future family,
Yeah.
but about creating an impact and an opportunity for our team, right? We talk about having like entrepreneurs within our company, right? They have the opportunity to be an entrepreneur.
Right,
with
like a C-level
entrepreneurs.
suite.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And we want that for people. So we're locked in. We're ready to go. And another thing I said, you know, feedback is something that's a really big topic within the team. And I'm like, you know, you guys, you should know by now that Eric and I are good people and we want good things for you. If we're giving you any type of feedback, that's our duty.
Right.
But if they aren't accepting it or they don't want to hear it, I politely told them that that's on you, whoever the team member is that can't receive the feedback. I said, that's on you. You should know who we are as people. But if you can't receive it, that's something that you're going to have to look in internally with. Because at this point of the stage, with in the game with a lot of the team members that we have, they know who Eric and I are.
Right.
So that's another new. I'm trying to get them to tap into that mindset of, okay, so maybe it is me. Maybe I'm not receiving this well. Maybe I'm not evolving for some reason. Maybe I am resistant. Why am I resistant? Is it something that I had poor leaders in the past? Maybe those people didn't want the best for me. Is it hard to believe that I'm worthy of having people that want to put me up on that pedestal? So I kind of opened up a deeper can of worms with the team today because we're kind of getting into the fourth quarter of everything. And I just said, if you don't see that we want the best for you, that's something that you guys are going to have to digest internally because all of the tools, everything is set up for them. It's just a matter of the choices.
Why do you think so many people make bad choices?
I think it comes down to a belief system. I think it comes down to self-worth. I think if people believe that they're deserving of being successful or they believe that they're deserving of being in a position of opportunity,
Right.
I think that it's easier for them to kind of go with that path. I think insecurity, unfortunately, plays a big role in that resistance just because, I don't know, I kind of think insecurity and self-worth kind of go hand in hand.
For sure.
But I do believe that a lot of restriction from people's abilities or capabilities come from that. I'm not a psychologist. I could be totally wrong. But that's just my observation from working with different types of people throughout the years. And,
Yeah.
you know, they break down at some point and they're like, I want to do good. And then but like there's something that just holds them back. And I don't know if that's because there was doubt from somebody else or maybe they didn't have the right leaders. But once we get to that, like we tap into that deeper part with whoever it might be within the team, once they uncover that, like it's they just have to believe it. We believe it. We tell them every day we believe in them. But it's about taking them to the next level. Eric always says, I'm not here to babysit you. I'm here to lead you. I'm here to get you to the point that you want to be at. Because we've all been in roles in our lives where it's previous jobs where there's been a ton of unfulfillment, right? I'm biased. We have the company to where they can be fulfilled. We don't want them to just be another number.
Incredible.
Yeah. That's our purpose right now. Like, again, going back to the, I'm going on a long tangent.
No,
but,
please.
Going back on like, we won't feel fulfilled until other people feel fulfilled. Like, again, we're setting up our family.
Right.
That's a given. We're gonna keep doing this thing no matter what. There's no stopping Eric and Alexis, but how will we affect others? And how can we help other people care for their families the way that they want to? I think that that's also like a really a motivating element for Eric and myself.
And to your point, you can't want more for someone than they want for themselves,
It's true.
right? If they don't want it, you can try to push them. It's not going to work.
Yeah. That's
they
why I had to
gotta-
get the hard truth.
Exactly.
It sounded harsh at the moment, but I was like, I promise I mean this like in the most respectful way, but you have to look within.
Correct.
And maybe, I also think that like, maybe it was uncomfortable that I said that, but then I also think that
But that's okay.
hearing uncomfortable things it means
yeah.
you're growing from hearing
For
that.
sure.
So
And who's going to tell them?
it's got to be us. There's a
Right.
duty, right?
Yeah.
That's how we've ran things up until this point. Maybe people can critique and say that that's not it. Soft approach. We're soft, but we're direct. There's a balance. It's like parenting, I'm sure. Like, how do you find the happy medium between like spoiling and not? So we're trying to keep that balance all the time.
You throw that shit out the window is what you do.
Yeah.
Shit right out the window.
So that's kind of our mantra right now. We're just doing it. Just doing the damn thing.
It's incredible. What would you say to someone watching this that's lacking self-worth?
And this isn't to come out as
How can they break free from the system?
I don't want this to come off as vain because that's not at all what it is. But I really think that if you're not comfortable in your own body, it's really, really hard to break through that. What I mean by that is if like there's something like, you can't tell me that someone doesn't feel better about themselves if they are going to the gym. Forget about what it does physically to the person, whatever their goal is, like getting stronger, leaner, whatever it might be. You can't tell me that going to the gym every day, you won't feel better. You just
Right.
can't tell me that. That's actually scientifically proven.
Yeah.
So I actually think it starts with how do you feel in this moving body, right? How do you feel carrying this person that you're presenting to other people, personally, professionally, whatever it might be. I think it has to start with like the physical part of things. And again, I don't want it to come off as vain because it's not just about being handsome, being pretty. That's not what I mean. I mean,
Right.
what is this person that you're presenting to other people? When you feel better about yourself, you tend to be more of a truer version of yourself in the sense that you're
Right.
maybe more confident to crack jokes that you wouldn't feel confident crack like in other environments, right?
Almost like how beautiful is your soul?
Yeah. And I think that if you feel better physically about yourself, you want to show more of that deeper part of you.
Right.
And so I was trying to explain that in a way that doesn't come off as vain because I don't think that it is about looks. That's not what I'm trying to say at all. But I think if you do feel physically energized, it empowers you. And I think if you do like, this is another thing. If I don't get my face ready in the morning, I'm not as good on the phone with clients. Like I got to feel like sharp. That's just a me thing though. Like I said, everybody has their thing. Maybe going back to like the dog walking, the coffee in the morning, whatever it might be. For me, like
Right.
I got to put my face on because I feel tired otherwise. So that's just something that works for me. Everyone's different, but I know that if you can physically keep up with yourself, working out, eating healthy, like that's where it starts. And then the rest follows. I do think that.
It's that first domino.
Yeah. I think it is a first domino. And I know it's harder for people because then it's harder for people to adapt to that because then we're talking about lifestyle changes, right?
which is probably a must for a lot of people.
Yeah. So how much do you drink? Do you smoke a lot? Like, there's all these different elements. Are you groggy the next morning because you love smoking weed, or, you're hungover, or whatever it is
Right.
that's prohibiting you to get to that best version of yourself? Don't get me wrong. Eric and I are social. We'll go out. We'll have glasses of wine, cocktails, whatever. Like, we're
Right.
not hard
You're
asses
human.
like that. Yeah, for sure. But we take care of like this first.
Right.
Like the gym is 100% where I recommend people to go first. Confidence is built in the gym, no matter what your goal is. That's where I would recommend to get to. I'm long-winded with my answer,
No, it's
but I had
great.
to think about it.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
I went this morning. I was there at 8 a.m. It was done by 9, and I left. And I felt so accomplished.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, that's done. Check.
You don't have to worry about it for the rest of the day.
Yes, you really don't.
I'm a morning workout person too. Do you do weightlifting, cardio,
I do.
all the
Wait,
above?
I walk for, 5-10 minutes, get the blood up, and then I do weights.
Yeah, that's a nice routine.
Yeah.
Routine is good.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think I would argue too, morning workouts are definitely better than nighttime.
I used to be a nighttime person.
You were?
I used to go like 10:30 at night.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't keep you up?
No.
Oh my gosh.
I get home so tired.
Wow.
I'd shower and go to sleep, eat and go to sleep.
That's I mean, I get it. If it's 10:30 is the time, you got to get it in. I'm all for get the workout in whenever you can.
Yeah.
I all day long would rather wake up. If I had to wake up at 4 a.m. to get that workout in, I would rather do
Would
that.
you? Yes. Okay.
Yeah, versus nighttime.
I'm more of a night owl. I do my best work at 3-4 in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Creative minds.
Yes. Everyone's asleep. It's quiet. The moon's out. I can get to work.
That's not uncommon though.
No, it's not.
So what do you mostly work on, like podcasts, the other side of the business stuff? Like what do you normally?
A lot of researching, a lot of putting ideas together, a lot of creating scripts for content and reels, a lot of looking at finances, or I'm watching a podcast. Usually, like I watch podcasts taking notes,
I like it.
right? Like, actually, I watch podcasts like you do Instagram.
Interesting.
Yes. Because I love a diary of a CEO. So I watch Steven like a hawk. I love him. I think he's like, I try to model myself and my show after his. So I'm taking notes at like the type of questions that he's asking, how he's asking it, his level of curiosity, right? How he's pulling a thread that was out of nowhere, right? How he's recalling a moment from the beginning of the show and bringing it back and making it relevant at the end, things like that.
So any other ones aside from that you kind of learn from, or is that like your main one?
I like him. I like, what's his name? Lex Friedman. I like Huberman. I do like some Theo Vaughn at times.
Yeah. Break it up a little bit.
Yes, exactly. PBD. Even though I do think he's gotten too political, I love him, but he used to be a lot more business. He used to be 50-50. Now he's all political,
Yeah.
which is okay. Who else? I also like some culture podcasts like Joe Budden. I do like watching him. The Breakfast Club sometimes. And I do like to watch a lot of science podcasts. I'll watch Neil deGrasse Tyson, Star Talks, it's called.
I don't think I'm familiar with those ones.
It's more about space and astrophysics and quantum physics and things like that.
Okay, so that's
Very
more of like your
nerdy.
nerdy side. Okay.
Yes. I don't look like one, but I am very nerdy.
So science is your thing in the
Oh
back.
yeah, science, comic books, and superheroes and tech. So my background is in IT.
Oh, okay.
So I was an IT manager, IT director for like 12, 13 years. So that's really my background. So I'm that guy that I used to break the computer just to fix it.
You just wanted the challenge.
I just wanted the challenge. Yes.
I love it. So we always like joke, we're like, you're nerding out right now. I love it.
Yeah, 100%.
Honestly, though, that's probably why, like you're interested in this. It's like you have to be a little savvy in that regard, right?
Oh yeah.
So you're probably pretty tech savvy, I take it?
Very tech savvy. Yeah, tech for me is second nature. I'm that guy that everyone comes to for tech help.
So you can just fix computers, phones.
Yeah.
It's just like a casual thing on the side you can do.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I've stopped that part of my life a long time ago, but I could.
Okay. Do you know coding then?
Somewhat. Today, it's a lot easier with AI and all these tools. I can, I know my way around it, right? I'm not like a coder. I wouldn't consider myself that, but I can manage.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I have like a random broken computer, I know who to call. I'm kidding. No, that's good. I feel like so would you say that you have more of like a numbers, mathematical brain, or more of like a creative brain, maybe a mix of both?
No, I'm not a numbers guy. I am more technical, more logical, more visionary creative.
Have you ever taken one of those personality tests?
The answer is yes, and I have no idea what the result is. I don't remember, to be honest with you, but I have.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of which one I've done too. I know there's so many out there now.
Like, right? It's like you're either a 4 or a 2 or a 3 or right, one of those, right?
Yeah, there's like one too, where if you get like a certain amount, like it tells you if you're either like more of like a dominant person or more of like, I'll have to send it to you after this and,
Please.
And go back to it.
Yes.
I'm always fascinated by that stuff. I just think I'm very intrigued by how other people learn and
think.
Yeah, I just think it's a very interesting thing because we're all different and everybody.
What's your sign?
Pisces.
Pisces.
Yeah,
March.
what about you? I'm on the cusp. Aquarius, Pisces. So February 21st. It's on the cusp.
I'm 20 days before you.
February 1st.
Yeah.
So you're an Aquarius?
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I see. I try not to buy into it too much, but then when I read it, sometimes I'm like,
No, there's something to it.
I think so.
There really is.
I don't go as deep as like moon sign. You know how they people
Right,
have
you can get
broken it
real
down?
deep. Yes.
I
Yes.
don't really study it like that. My sister's
Right.
really big into.
Is she?
Yeah, but I do believe that I have Pisces and Aquarius attributes.
Yeah,
for
for sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
So you're a true Aquarius.
I'm a true Aquarius.
So I think that what is that? I'm trying to think of like which part of me has that. Is that more like not stubborn? Are you stubborn?
Somewhat. I think Aquariuses are very unique individuals that live life in their own beat. And you match that.
So I'm giving more Aquarius vibes.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. I think so. I think I think when it comes to like the Pisces side of things, I'm more of just like the empath.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, I do agree that I think I lean more Aquarius. But to each their own of what they want to make
Right.
do with that.
Exactly.
So
Very, very interesting. Okay. Let's jump into the future.
okay.
Okay, let's jump 5 years. Where are you? Where do you see your life?
Where do I see my life in 5 years? Still living down in South Florida, for sure. I could see our quote unquote headquarters moving down here to Fort Lauderdale just because there is a lot more.
Where is it now? In Boca.
It's in Boca. Boca has changed a lot in the 5 years. It's definitely more like business focused. Like definitely a lot more New Yorkers came down and moved their business
sure.
to Boca.
Yeah.
However, I do think that there's a lot more talent in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, yeah.
So I could see us moving
yeah.
our headquarters down here for that reason. But I think the business will be down here. I think Eric and I will probably be living in Boca. I think we'll have 2 kids. I'm trying to give you every aspect of that. Where are we at with that? This is really niche, but I would really love to once, not that like bored with the marketing stuff. I'm not saying I'll ever get bored of it, but I would really, really like to start a vineyard.
Really?
Yeah. It's so random.
It's not random at all. It's actually very cool.
Like, I think when I don't have, like, everything's kind of, like, got its moving parts. I think I would love
Yeah.
to start, I'd love to, like, just have a little bit of land in California, have a farm.
As a podcaster, I needed a place to share my voice and hear other stories. That's how Forge Studios was born. A place created not just for me, but for everyone searching for something more. An environment where as soon as you walk in, you feel the energy and you feel welcomed. We're being seen and heard is part of the experience. A place for entrepreneurs to share their journey, for creators to bring ideas to life, for businesses to grow authentically. A space that values mental health, encourages real conversations, and supports those who turns ideas into impact. Here at the Forge Studios, creativity, culture, and purpose aligns and comes together to help you create something greater. A place where we leave the filters behind and we start expressing ourselves for real. The Forge Studio. Your journey starts here. Your impact starts now.
That's awesome.
This is where my nerdiness comes in. I really would love to like have my own vegetables, food, chickens, whatever, and very
That's very
organic
cool.
like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then I would love to just have a vineyard. So I know that that's really a far stretch, but I was just talking about this. We were just in Italy.
It's not a far stretch at all.
It's just so like
You gotta
specific.
buy some land in the right place.
Yeah. We'll just go for it when we get there. So hopefully when
Yeah.
I'm talking to you in 5 years, I have a wine label of some type.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's kind of how I see it. I think I'll still have a lot of involvement. Just like, I don't know if I'll be in the office all the time. Probably more like hybrid from home, come in
Okay.
as needed.
Right.
But I think we'll have more than just the marketing business for sure. I don't know what that looks like yet, but there's some things in the works that I can see evolving up until that point.
Very cool. Yeah, it's really hard to project that far because when you are someone that's as driven as you guys are, right? And you have all the connections that you have, and you have money, and you have opportunity, you can do so much. There's so much you can do. You know what I mean? So it's like it's really hard to like pinpoint exactly where you'll be. Because I agree. Because 5 years ago, I couldn't see this.
Right.
Couldn't see it. 5 years ago, I was in New York. Yeah. Podcast, not even a thought in my mind.
Yeah, just even like the change from New York to Florida is such a different,
Yeah.
it's completely different.
It's night and day, literally.
So 5 years for you, what does that look like then in 5 years from now?
If everything goes right, I have a really large production studio, which is what I want. I want a large warehouse space where I can host multiple sets, multiple podcasts, right? Have it be a place where influencers, content creators come to record and shoot and produce. That's on that production side, right? I also own a marketing agency.
Awesome.
Been doing it for about a year now. I have about 10 clients, so we're very small, but growing very fast. I want to grow that to as big as I can and really have it help. I'm really niche. I found that I'm really good with this clientele from like 45 to 60. They've somehow like me, trust me, have confidence in me, and they're flocking to me. So I'm doubling down on them, and I'm going really hard. And I really want to corner that market and see where it goes from there. That's on my side, right? And then on my therapy side, on the autism side, we have an agency in New York. We're developing one here in Florida. It's already built. We're just waiting for a few contracts to go through. And my 2-year plan is to put a school here in Broward. I want a school for kids with autism.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I have actually a client that's a not-for-profit. Might be an interesting connection for you. It's called Love Serving Autism. They're big in South Florida, but they also have clinics in New York and stuff like that. So their big thing is like, and they don't like to use the like word autistic or like special needs or anything like that.
Right.
But they have programs just for like specifically tennis, pickleball, stuff like that. So that might be
That's
an interesting
awesome.
connection for you. Yeah.
Very cool. Yes,
It's a really
please.
awesome organization.
Thank you. Yeah, I would love
for
that.
sure. They're awesome too. So yeah, they're located mainly in West Palm Beach, but I think they're
Okay.
they're able to take this organization worldwide. You know, it's
Right.
sport. You can help anybody. So
Right.
yeah, I think that could be a cool connection for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is why I love podcasting,
Yeah.
right? Because I get to sit with someone that I've never met before. No cell phones, no distractions, an hour conversation, right? We connect, we network, we help each other out, we learn about each other. I love this thing. I love podcasting.
I really do love it, and I think it's incredible what you've set up. The element that I think is really good for like the conversations, you're right, like no phone.
Yeah, no phone.
I think that's really special. But
Yeah.
no, I think I love what you're doing.
Thank you.
I totally agree. It's nice to open up and
Yes.
hear each other's stories, and I can't wait to see what you do with this too. I mean, I want to see that production warehouse. That's something that is really interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. I've already seen it.
Yeah, you have the vision you're going after now.
Yeah, I've already seen it.
There's a need. There's a need.
There is, especially here. I feel like the energy's big in Miami, right? But I know a lot of people who are tired of Miami and they're coming up here. That's happening quick.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I've heard it's what's the thing I keep getting told, that there's like all these people with like fake internet money. Like it's just like too like it's just like not what it was. It's too flashy. It's too
Yeah. It's gone too much.
Yeah.
It's gone too much.
So I think
It's too fake. It's too bought. It's too rented. It's too artificial.
Yeah. I've heard of a lot of people moving from Miami to Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
So your timing is excellent.
Yeah. They're rediscovering it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's true. So, no, I think the production studio. So, do you think that you'll still be
Hosting?
Yeah, do you still?
Yeah. I want this podcast to be top 5 worldwide. That's my goal.
You can do it.
Thank you.
I know you already know that,
Thank
but I
you.
mean, I love it. I just am like
appreciate that.
obsessed with this room. I don't know if you've ever done like a behind the scenes podcast episode in here.
I have not. We're still yet to do one.
You should definitely do one. I mean,
You could rent this space out too, by the way.
Eric told me that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely of interest. We do have a lot of clients that are interested in podcasting. So this setup is, you should do a behind the scenes one day.
I will.
Because,
I'm launching a new podcast course
okay.
where I'm going to teach people how to do podcasting. And then I'm going to tie that in to my marketing agency.
Yeah. There's a need for that too.
Yeah.
So when you do the course, is it like on like a school or something like that? How are you
Correct. Yeah. I want to do in-person workshops and a school community.
And you give them like all the equipment to set up and everything. Like what does this course look like?
So I'm a little bit of mindset, a little bit of equipment, a little bit of training.
Right, because you have to be like, you have to be a good host at the end of the day too, which
Exactly.
you are.
Thank you.
You ask great questions. So
Thank you.
that's, I think that's also a need too. Like I'm thinking about our clients also, they probably would want to be interested because the amount of entrepreneurs that we work with that are always like, I want to start the podcast.
Right.
So you'll have to keep me posted on that.
I will. The thing about podcasting, right? It's, in my opinion, it's the best way to create content.
Yeah.
Because you record for an hour and a half, however long it is, right? And you chop it up and you have all this content that you can reuse, repost over and over and over again.
And that's something too. I do think that a lot of people overthink content, right? I think it was Alex Hormozy. I just saw him post it, but he said like, yeah, your first 100 posts are boring. Just post them.
I mean, just look at him.
Yeah.
He's an incredible man,
Yeah.
but you look like a caveman.
Oh my gosh, you kill me with that. So I tell Eric all the time, like obviously him, I think, is it Layla, his wife's name?
Yes.
Whatever they're doing is absolutely incredible, but I can't get past the whole nose strip thing.
Yes.
It drives me absolutely insane.
At least tame that beard a little bit.
I know. Did you see
Trim
what they
it.
used to look like? Or what he used to look like?
Yes.
He was like very, I guess like clean shaven.
Clean cut,
Yeah,
yes.
clean cut.
Short hair, no
Yeah.
beard, yeah.
And I know that he's Alex Hormozy, he can get away with it. I totally respect, appreciate, whatever.
Right.
But I always point that out to Eric. I'm like, it's just so hard for me to watch it sometimes.
I agree.
I don't know why. It just really is.
It's like, why must you wear that on camera?
The nose strips really bother me. And then you see like the kids, like they have like their like individual braid or dreadlock or whatever it is, and they clip the microphone on there. I'm not even listening to what you're saying, to be honest. Not like you as in you, but
No, I
wherever
get it.
these people put these microphones, I'm looking at where the mic is, whichever
Right.
weird part of their body, the baseball cap, whatever.
It's so distracting.
It's so distracting. Like, sure, you might catch my attention for the 1 second, but I'm not going to be an active listener because I'm too like neurotic. I'm like, what the heck? I'm fixating on the wrong parts of the conversation. So it's I couldn't believe that you just said that because I always say that to Eric too, and he's like, "But he's Alex Hormozy. He can do whatever he wants." I'm like, "Yeah, he can."
Yeah.
But I'm telling
Doesn't
you, I'm
mean
not
he
listening.
should.
Yeah, he should. But I'm looking at the nose strip the whole freaking time, and I'm
Right.
like, just get a septoplasty or whatever the heck it is to make you breathe better. I don't know how much those things actually work. I've never tried it, but
It's supposed to open up your nostrils.
yeah, isn't there like a magnet or something?
There is.
Freaks me out. What if the magnet just gets like?
It could.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you know who Garrett J. White is?
I don't.
He is the founder of Wake Up Warrior.
A podcast?
It became a podcast, but it's a program for men. He teaches men how to find the manhood within them. Basically, how to align with their body, with God, with their family, and their business, right? I bring him up because him and his wife have a podcast called Date Your Wife Podcast.
Date Your Wife.
Yes. It's very similar to what you and Eric are doing.
Interesting. I'm definitely going to listen.
They're a couple, and they do a weekly podcast talking about life, business, marriage, kids, all that. It's very cool. And they do
Date Your Wife.
Date Your Wife. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds right up our alley.
Yeah.
We love listening to
The
that.
dynamic is very similar.
What kind of business is he in?
So she owns a hair extension and a hair salon business. I think she sold her salon and she now sells the extensions to salons, I believe. And he does coaching.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love listening. That's something that as I've grown to appreciate just being around other like-minded individuals.
Yeah.
It's so nice to just talk to people that have the same respect for their partner, respect for their business,
I agree.
respect for their bodies, for God, whatever it might be. I think that that's definitely the part of, like, I'm really nurturing that part of my life right now too with relationships. So
People who vibrate in the same frequency as you do,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. No,
Who
no
align.
more bullshit. Excuse my language.
No,
but
please. Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
I agree. I think there's, I went through a purging a couple years ago where I literally got rid of everyone in my life that was toxic or negative. Just get the fuck away. Just everybody, right? And best thing I did.
Yeah.
Best thing I did.
Do you think it was like stunting your growth a little
Oh,
bit?
yeah.
Keeping those people?
100%.
And question for
Leeches.
you. Leeches. Yeah. I was going to ask, and how did they initially, and not that, like, I know you were trying to, you're evolving into a different version of yourself, right?
Yeah.
But I'm sure there were some people that didn't take it well.
Oh, they all hated it. Got into a fist fight with a couple of them
Really?
almost. Yeah.
That's so toxic
Because,
too.
100%, because they were friends that I employed. Huge mistake.
Okay.
But great lesson.
Do you mind elaborating on that a
Of
little
course. Yeah. They, I gave them a chance, right? The idea was to be my right-hand man, right? Help me with whatever I need. And just couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. No motivation, no will drive, just wanted the money. No creativity, right? No spark. You know, I'm someone that if I see the talent in you and you're willing to do the work, I'll invest in you. I'll pull that talent out. I will develop you, right? But if you don't want it, I can't do anything about it. So it gets to a point where, like, you know, I am paying for your rent because I'm paying your salary, right? He had kids, and I'm feeding his kids, and I got to pull that away.
Yeah.
You know, it's rough. People get angry. You know?
Yeah. I definitely want to. The reason why I ask is obviously because we do get a lot of friends that are like kind of, you know, they kind of try to pull that card a little bit.
Don't do it.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Don't do it.
Because I tell Eric that too. It's tough because you want to help them get to a more advantageous position.
Yeah, don't do
but
it.
There's just too much involved.
Don't
Yeah.
mix friends and business.
No way. I'd rather get family involved in business than friends.
Depends on the family. That could be worse too.
Yeah, I've seen firsthand of that.
Yeah,
I
it
promise.
depends.
But
Depends.
no, that's and the other thing too that I've realized also with those kinds of people is I feel like those people also have like the list of demands, right? They feel comfortable coming to you.
Entitled.
Yeah. just because I've been your friend. That's the thing. Well, I've
Right.
been your bro, or I've been your
Right.
friend. So that means you're supposed to actually work harder.
Correct.
But that never clicks with those kind of people from what I've seen.
Or those friends who want a discount every single time.
Oh, not the discount.
Like, if you're my friend, you're going to support me and you're going to pay full price.
Of course.
Like,
You respect the business.
right.
Yeah. 100%. Oh
So
my
that's,
gosh.
it's that simple.
I know. It's honestly, it's unfortunate. I hear way too much about that.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of friends that are business owners, and they're always like, no, we got this. We got this. Like, if we, I'll use an example, like where we get our like Botox and stuff like that, right? They're always like, here, like, we got you. We'll give you a discount. We're like, no, don't give us the discount. We respect what you're doing. We understand how hard it is to nurture this day in and day out.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not the close friends, not the childhood friends, I'm telling you, I think in my growing up, my upbringing, 2 people I talked to, but they weren't even in my wedding. Like, they're not, those aren't even people I really keep that close to me. Like, we're still friends, but they're not like that close to my heart in that sense.
I don't talk to anyone that was in my wedding anymore.
That was in your wedding?
Yeah, I don't talk to anybody anymore.
And when you got married 9 years ago?
9 years ago.
And see what I mean? So much can
I'm a whole new
change.
person.
Yeah.
Oh, like, I have died and been reborn at least 5 times since 9 years ago.
I saw this thing too, and I think this may have also been Alex Hormozy that said this. I can't remember. Apparently I tuned into him a lot, but
Shout out to Hormozy.
yeah, right. But he talks about how he goes back to his hometown, and it's just so awkward being around those people because they're still in that. They're still expecting that version of you from when you were 22 years old, 18 years old. And it's just so awkward because that person doesn't exist anymore. And then they feel uncomfortable because it's like, oh, you're too good for me kind of thing. But it's like, no, I'm just not that person anymore.
Yeah.
And it's awkward going home. So like, even like going back home to Rochester, it's not super enjoyable anymore. I don't know if you feel like that when you go back home to Queens.
Oh, it's awful.
It's just awkward. It's
Yeah,
like, ugh.
extremely. Drake has a line where he says, "Don't talk to me like I'm the Drake from 4 years ago."
What song was it?
4 p.m. in Calabasas.
Okay. He's actually my favorite artist, so
Same.
I'll have to go listen. Is he?
Yeah, same.
That's incredible. Yeah.
4 p.m. in Calabasas.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to listen to that. Yeah, no, I mean, it's true. And if people can't accept how you are evolving or
Yeah.
appreciate it, it's like, okay, like not to sound like the direct in me is like, okay, you're just not serving me then. You're not
Correct.
serving me right now.
Correct.
It
And
gets
that's
awkward.
okay.
Yeah.
I will see you later. Deuces.
No, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I think the most important thing that one must do is protect your energy, protect your space. There's a lot of energy vampires out there who just want to suck and leech on your energy and consume your energy and take your energy.
And one of the things too, and let me know if you agree with this, is I've in the beginning when we first started the business, like we were definitely like sharing a lot about it, but I prefer moving in silence, like hands down. I don't like telling anybody our next move. I don't want anybody knowing. I literally tell Eric all the time, I'm like, just please don't. Let's just internalize it. You know,
Yep.
I don't, because there's just those haters out there, even if they seem like they're your friend or whatever it might be. If there's
Yeah.
a way for them to, like you said, leech onto it,
Oh, yeah.
kind of get in the way to some capacity, there's people out there that
For
are just
sure.
nasty like that. So I'd always reiterate, I'm like, we need to just continue moving in silence. Like, keep our head down, do what we're doing.
Right.
Because I don't want to spoil it. And I know that sounds kind of taboo and whatever, but I'm paranoid.
Let me reassure you, there's nothing you can do to spoil it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm so
The
cautious.
frequency that you two vibrate in, you can't spoil that. Right? Like
Thank
you can't unlearn that. Right? Once you unlock that frequency, there's no going back.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess you're right. Like, feel unstoppable almost.
Yeah. There's no going back. God forbid you guys lost it all, you'd build it back in a year.
Yeah, no, there's no.
You build back in a year.
Yeah, there's no.
You have the
there's no
know-how, the connections, the experience.
It's a good point. Yeah, God forbid. God forbid. I don't think that'll ever happen. That's why Eric's the CEO and I'm not. But I don't think that'll ever happen. But
I don't think so either.
It's true. You're right. No, and then I think sadly,
As a podcaster, I needed a place to share my voice and hear other stories. That's how Forge Studios was born. A place created not just for me, but for everyone searching for something more. An environment where as soon as you walk in, you feel the energy and you feel welcomed. Where being seen and heard is part of the experience. A place for entrepreneurs to share their journey, for creators to bring ideas to life, for businesses to grow authentically. A space that values mental health, encourages real conversations, and supports those who turns ideas into impact. Here at the Forge Studios, creativity, culture, and purpose aligns and comes together to help you create something greater. A place where we leave the filters behind and we start expressing ourselves for real. The Forge Studio. Your journey starts here. Your impact starts now.
our haters that like are secretly watching have kind of helped lift us up a little bit in a
Isn't
weird
it
way.
funny how they are your number one fans?
Yeah.
They're
But we need
always
'em.
watching. Yes, we need them. It's motivation.
Yeah.
Keep watching me.
Yeah.
Like, watch what I do next.
It's kind of how we started the conversation, right?
Yes.
It always comes back full circle because there's those people that just keep tabs for some reason. I'll give an example. When I got engaged, there was more sends than there were likes on the post. I was one of the first people to get engaged out of like a lot of people that I went to school with.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, and I showed Eric, like, look at all these people just hating on the fact that
Just gossiping.
yeah, like
At
can you
least
believe she got
hearted.
engaged.
At least heart it.
Yeah, just like it. So we talk about that too, but I'm like, I need those people. Give me the algorithm because whatever. People are gonna
Yeah.
talk anyway, so I'll take it.
You're the one winning.
Yeah. That's why I think the podcast will be great too, because people are gonna watch it. There is gonna be some type of
Yes.
viewership. And the part that's crazy too is like, you know how you can see kind of your statistics on
Yep.
Meta or whatever?
Yep.
A lot of my locations still come from like, I went to Ithaca College, right? So I have, I don't know if you're familiar, but
Of course,
yeah.
I've been there.
You have?
Yes.
Yes, that's where I went to school. And a lot of like
my wife went to Binghamton.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're definitely from like the same
Yes.
the same area.
We should hang out, the four of us.
No, for sure.
Yes, we should.
There's something
the
about
two of you would get along so well.
we'll set it up.
Yeah.
Dinner or something,
Let's
whatever you
do it.
guys want to do. Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, so Binghamton's very close to Ithaca.
Yep.
And I think Binghamton's pretty similar in the sense that you get a lot of like Long Islanders, New Jersey.
lot, yes.
Yeah. So I can see in my statistics where all these people are kind of looking where my viewership stems from.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'll take it. But yeah, dinner for sure. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Definitely.
Back to these viewers for a second, right? I feel like if they could just put their ego aside, they could learn so much from you.
Thank you for saying that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I appreciate you saying that.
Like, stop hating. Learn.
What's the resistance?
Right.
The hate. There's two things that I think that are really, and this is, I'm sure that this is a thing in men, but I see it a lot in the girls. It's just more out there, more vivid, but jealousy.
Oh.
And like, it ruins girls. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's just such a bad emotion to feel. And I don't know what that is. I definitely like my close girlfriends. I would love to see them like be very fulfilled in their life, and maybe that's the self-worth thing. Like I'm confident in my life that of course I want other
Right.
people around me to
Love your neighbor as if you love yourself.
Yeah.
It's so hard for people.
Yeah. You think it's like the same for guys as it is girls?
Oh, I do think that women take that to a different level. I do. But it does happen amongst men.
Yeah.
But men are able to be more respectful about it, right? And I think we turn that into competition, right? Okay, like I may want what he has, but how can I go get it? Right? How can I take this energy and go get my own instead of wanting his. I think men are better at doing that than women.
So it's more of like an action plan versus like a...
It's more of like a kick in the butt. You know, like, not that you should be comparing yourself, but if you see someone who's doing a lot better than you, and you guys were at one point the same level, it's a wake-up call, right? So for a lot of men, they're either gonna say, no, it's too hard, I accept who I am, and I'm just gonna stay here, or they'll say, fuck that, I'm gonna go compete and I'm gonna go beat him, right? I'm gonna go be better than him. I'm gonna show him, you know? Men go those two ways.
I love it. I think that I have a little bit of that in me.
Right.
That's why I'm laughing, because I'm hearing that. I'm like, It's good though. It's the fire
great.
under your butt.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. And I think both men and women need that fire, right? I think it's your life force, right? Like, what are you doing here if you're gonna live the same mundane life where decade after decade you're the same person, nothing changed? Like, how are you okay with that? Why are you okay with that? There's no growth, no process, no change. I don't get it.
One of the words that I think that you can relate to then with this, like Eric and I talk about how much we love building. So building the business.
Yeah.
Building our relationship.
Yep.
What the heck else is there to do?
Yeah.
I know that sounds,
I'm with you.
right?
We're creators. We're here to create. Let's build.
I mean, you can only go to the same dinner, have the same amount of, like, whatever.
Yeah.
What else is there to do? You might as well do it. And I also think
Yes.
too, like, not to bring up politics at all. Like, I love or hate Donald Trump. He's what is he, like 73 years old now? Older than that?
Up there, something like that. I think, yeah, it might be. I don't know exactly, but something like that, yeah.
I can't help but respect how much he's doing at his age.
Oh, that man has so much energy.
Yeah. And like, I think that if
And
you
he eats
stop,
like crap, I heard.
Really?
Yeah, it's like KFC, McDonald's all day. Might have changed now, but
That's interesting.
yeah.
I think though that the second that you give up on your body and your brain is the second you slow down, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I look at, like, that's why I'm saying love or hate him, like, because he has a job to fulfill.
Yeah.
That's why he hasn't slowed down, because he's
Correct.
stimulated, he's active every day.
Yes.
And that's exactly why I will forever love building, because I don't want to like give that part of myself up if I don't have to. And my parents just moved down here from Rochester. We got them to make the move. They came in June. Yeah, so they've been here
That's
for
awesome.
3 months now. Yeah, well, we kind of gave them the talk like, hey, we're gonna have kids soon, and we're probably not gonna be making it up to Rochester all that much anymore, and we really want you to be involved. And
Yeah.
they picked up and they did the move, which I'm super
That's awesome.
grateful for. And my parents are 57, 58.
Okay. You got young parents.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I joke with my dad though, because in Rochester, 58 is like you're nearing retirement, right?
Wow.
Because it's
Really?
conservative up there. Like people,
That, but
isn't that crazy? People are
58
getting ready
is
for
so young.
Thank you. Yeah,
Wow.
that's kind of what I'm like. Yeah, it's different down here. And that's also why I love living down here too, because you're exposed to all different age groups of like success, whatever that looks like. You see people that are still in their 80s working. There's people that are 18 that are crushing it doing something. Like,
Yeah.
I knew that having my parents move down here was going to be exceptionally amazing for my dad, just for the pure fact of it's so different from Rochester.
Oh, it's oh my God. It's a whole new planet.
Completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like ready to retire up there, and I said, you need to get re-energized. Bring your butt down to South Florida.
That's awesome.
And I think it really has. Like, he kind of has a whole new perspective after being around the life down here.
Yeah.
So, and I'm like, I can't have you get old. There's no kids. I'm the oldest, right? So my sister and my brother both aren't married yet. I'm like, you got a lot of life to live, Dad. Like, come on. And he's been so re-energized just being around all those other people like that. So
I am so curious. How old are you?
we'll wait. I don't mind telling you, but I was gonna have you guess.
I really don't know.
Am I throwing you for a loop a little bit?
A little bit. A little bit.
You're like, who am I talking to? I'm 28.
Okay. That's a good age.
Yeah, 28. So
And you're the oldest.
I am.
How old are your siblings?
My sister's 26,
Okay.
and my brother is 22.
Got it. I'm interviewing a multi-millionaire 22-year-old on Thursday.
Yeah. The world is a different place.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to listen to that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just different. So evolving with the times, ever evolving. It's just, if you're in an area like this, though, it's kind of hard to just be like, oh, let me put my feet up and chill. Because even though, you know,
Right.
so people in South Florida on Fridays, sure, the rush hour starts at 2 or 3. I get it. It's nice out. They want to go do their happy hour,
Yep.
all that sort of good stuff. But there are so many people that work up until, like I was saying, I've met 80-year-olds that are so involved still in their business.
My dad is 70, still works every single day.
Yeah, it's good for you.
Yeah.
And I might get I know some people that are just like, oh, I want to retire, But no, it's good. I'm telling you, I'm convinced. My personal belief is that the second you stop,
Right.
your body stops.
I would say you want to retire to stop working. That's fine.
Yeah.
But get a hobby.
Something, yeah.
Get something that's going to, keep your mind active. Right?
Yeah, you can only do so much yard work.
Right. Exactly.
Eric's dad just retired 2 years ago now, and so did his stepmom. And he was all excited. His father, he's like, yeah, I can finally like tend to the fence and the garden and all these things. And we joke with him because we're like, how much more does the fence and the garden need to like be tended, But I agree. Something hobby, stimulating.
Are they in Rochester also?
No, they're actually, I'm surprised he didn't go into this with you on his episode, but they're in California. He has a
Okay.
really unique family story. He never went into that with you.
No, we didn't.
I don't know if I should tap into it or if I should let him explain it. He's a way better storyteller than
We're
me.
definitely doing a round 2 with both of you together.
Okay, so we'll save it for that.
Yes.
Because number one, it's his story.
Right.
And number two, he's a way better storyteller than me. So
You're pretty good.
thank you.
Don't sell yourself short.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't want to, but I just like. That's actually how I first met him, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Was at our previous place of work. He was a VP. I was more entry level. But the reason why I got in contact with him in the first place was because I was a young, hungry, still young, obviously, but younger, hungry saleswoman. I was like, I need to figure this out. Like, I've got student loans. I've got to figure this thing out. And I was ready to go. And everybody was just saying to me, like, you got to meet Alexis Winegard. He's the sales guy. Like, you got to talk to him. So
I'm guessing you're like 22, 23.
yeah, he's just going through a divorce. But we have a great story, and I'm very grateful for it. COVID had just happened, working from home. He's like, why don't we come into the office, work on the whiteboard, blah, blah, blah. We just had an instant connection. But he is, in a way, like my leader, my teacher. Like,
Yeah.
him and I learned
Your
so...
mentor.
Yeah, for sure. I wouldn't be here if I hadn't met Eric. And I am
Right.
fully, like, no ego aside, Eric has he's created, helped me create a better version of myself from like a confidence perspective.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, both professionally and personally. I was really insecure professionally. Obviously, I didn't have as much experience when I was 22, 23 when I
Right.
met him, but it took me a long time to get professional confidence, which I think is really interesting. Like, I'm confident in the sense that, like, I know who I am,
Yeah.
but gaining the professional confidence was something that took me a really long time, and he definitely helped me get to that point, pushed me to get to that point.
Do you think it made a difference, the fact that you're a female, to gain that confidence? Meaning like female in corporate America in the workplace? I
do. I think it's a little bit harder to be taken seriously, but I'm Italian, as I started off telling you that. What I'm also grateful for is, like, I grew up around a lot of like hard-headed Italian men, right? I know how to handle them. I know how to navigate those conversations. They're more traditional.
Right.
I don't know if it's like that in like the Brazilian culture at all, or just like back in the day how it used to be in general, traditionally
Yes.
speaking. But I've been around so many like hard-headed Italian men, right? They're difficult. They're good people, but they're
Yes,
difficult.
very difficult.
And
Stubborn.
completely stubborn. set in their ways, you know, all the traditional words that you want to put into it. But
Right.
I learned how to communicate with those types of people at a very young age.
It's so important.
Yeah.
Learn to manage up, manage down, manage sideways. It's so important.
Yeah. So I learned how to level with people at a younger age for sure. But it took a little bit. Like, I think men would be surprised how serious they would take me in corporate America, right? Like, I don't think they expected to be like, oh,
Right.
she's really about her shit. Like, she's serious about this. Because I always get the perception like, oh, you're just this blonde, blue-eyed American. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I have so much more to me than just the blonde hair. Everyone loves throwing out the blonde hair.
Right.
I don't know what that is. It's just an easy remark, but
Stereotype is what it is.
yeah, it's just easy to throw out, oh, like, I just thought you were this, and this. So yeah, you thought. I'm totally not that person, but
Have you gotten that a lot?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I get the either, oh my God, I thought you were a raging bitch, or I get the, oh, you're blonde, or whatever the stereotype might be. Everybody gets stereotypes.
Yeah.
I'm not offended by them. It's fine. If you don't give me the chance to show
Right.
who I am to you, that's fine. We weren't meant to cross paths. I really don't
Right.
care. But yeah, I think going back to your initial question, like, was it hard in corporate America? The company where I came from, yes. But I also knew how to respectfully stand up for myself. Like, never, ever, ever disrespectful you. That's something too. Like, traditionally speaking, my dad did he taught me really well how to respect your peers or your higher ups, right? So
Yeah.
even if there was something that I disagreed with or I felt I needed to like stand up for myself, I always, always, always respected their hierarchy, their positions, their time.
Has anyone crossed the line with you?
At my company,
Or at any point, at any employment?
when you say cross the line, do you mean like from a disrespectful level?
Yes.
I'm trying. I don't think so.
Okay. That's good.
I don't think so.
That's good.
Because if I can't think of it, I don't think so.
Right. That's good.
Yeah, I don't think I have the personality to allow that.
I can tell.
So
Which is why I was wondering if it even happened to begin with.
yeah, I had to think about it. Maybe when I was younger and I was, maybe my first job out of college, yes. But I don't have like specific instances
Right.
that I can remember. And I'm grateful for that. But
Yeah.
that's also what I'm trying. We have a lot of girls on our team and I'm really trying to kind of like guide them through that too. One of the things that, I don't know, Eric told you about, we have a property management company. So we had,
Yes.
that's why we originally moved down here, was for like investment properties.
Makes sense.
Yeah, we had a bunch of like Airbnb, stuff like that. Now they're all long-term rentals. I can't deal with that anymore. But I dealt with a lot of male contractors. So that was more tricky for me than corporate America.
Oh, I bet.
Because they're just thinking like, oh, she just has the card. She doesn't know how to negotiate. She's just going to pay.
Here comes this white girl.
Yeah. Oh, I always get here comes this white girl. I always get that stereotype. Look at this white girl. I always get that. I'm like, yeah, I'm white. What do you want? But yeah, so actually harder in the contractor environment for sure. Because like, I was in sales. Like, it's not my main thing now. I can do a deal if I want to right now. It's just not my main thing.
Right.
But I'm like, no, I'm not. No. Like, I respect that they have to earn their dollar too, but I know when I'm getting taken advantage of, right? So definitely harder in that contractor space.
If you could change one thing about your path, what would it be? About your journey, about your life. If you go to one moment and say, I would have changed that. That could have been done differently. Or no. It happened how it happened. It was what it was.
If you asked me 3 years ago, or no, yeah, 3 or 4 years ago, I would probably say I would want changes. But I can confidently and comfortably tell you that I am so happy with where I'm at with my life. And I, honest to God, don't think had I taken that exact path, I wouldn't have landed right here. So it's interesting. Like, I really realized that gratefulness, that feeling of gratefulness when we were on our honeymoon, because of course I felt so blessed. We're on this gorgeous honeymoon.
As a podcaster, I needed a place to share my voice and hear other stories. That's how Forge Studios was born, a place created not just for me, but for everyone searching for something more. An environment where as soon as you walk in, you feel the energy and you feel welcomed. Where being seen and heard is part of the experience. A place for entrepreneurs to share their journey, for creators to bring ideas to life, for businesses to grow authentically. A space that values mental health, encourages real conversations, and supports those who turns ideas into impact. Here at the Forge Studios, creativity, culture, and purpose aligns and comes together to help you create something greater. A place where we leave the filters behind and we start expressing ourselves for real. The Forge Studio. Your journey starts here. Your impact starts now.
We went to France. We went to Italy. We were gone for 2 full weeks. It was amazing. We went to ate and stayed at all the best places, but I was so excited to return back to my life. So I just knew, like, I'm like, of course, I'm so blessed that I was able to experience this honeymoon with my husband. We made great memories, but I also was just like, I can't wait to get back home to our dogs, our bed, our home, our life. So I can confidently tell you that I don't think I would change my path at this point, but if you had asked me 3 or 4 years ago, it probably could have been a little bit different of an answer. You have to make peace with, not you. I know, like, I made peace
100%. I get what you're saying.
with my life. I used to, and I think that kind of comes with victim mentality too, because I was at Ithaca College. I was around all these kids whose parents were really well-to-do. They all had the connections in Manhattan. They all had the ability to get the Upper East Side apartment with the summer internship with the big name company. And I always was like,
How did that make you feel?
horrible.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm like this, I don't even have a car on campus. Like, I was like one of the only people I knew with student debt. Like, it was hard for me to be in that college environment.
Yeah.
And it's not that I felt bad for myself. I was frustrated.
Yeah. I understand that very well.
Yeah.
I was in the same boat.
You were too? Was it in your college days?
I've been poor my whole life.
Yeah. Yeah.
My entire life. I am the first and only wealthy person in my entire family on both sides.
Yeah. Yeah. So frustrated for sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah. I learned at a very young age that if I want something, it's going to be on me. No one's going to do it for me.
Yeah. So I respect you for that, because I
Yeah.
know what that feels like. I'm sure, obviously we had our different ways about it, but that frustration it's hard, because it's a little tough when you're in college too.
Oh, yeah.
Because how much can you do? You're there to take your courses.
Right.
Nowadays people talk about like, oh, do you really need college? I get that now, that there's other avenues that you could take, whether if it's like,
Right.
there's more trades or.
I almost see college as like a rite of passage.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good way to put it too.
You know?
Yeah, a little. I think, okay, maybe this is interesting when you ask me how I would change things. I had the best college experience. I am grateful for it. I got good opportunities. I went abroad. I did all those things. But maybe I wouldn't have gone to college, right? Maybe I did go to school for marketing communications. So I'm doing,
Okay.
you know how like my grandma's always like, oh, you're doing what you went to your degree for. Like,
Right.
yeah, grandma, I am. Maybe I would change that a little bit, because I do think that life experience outweighs a lot of
I
those
agree with
courses
that.
that I took. So maybe that's what it would be. I'm gonna take back my original answer, and I'm
Okay.
gonna give you that. Is the college avenue. I don't know if I would have done it, because I went to this private school. It was so expensive the first year, because my parents were still showing income my first year.
Right.
No aid whatsoever.
Wow.
Full 60 grand for the year. I worked my ass off because I was like, I can't.
What'd you do? Bartend?
No, I actually worked events.
Okay.
Yeah. I started off with an events background, which kind of ties into marketing nowadays,
Yeah,
which is
for
pretty
sure.
cool. No, I started off doing events.
That's cool.
Yeah, like event planning, corporate events, weddings, baby showers, bridal showers, all those things. But I always worked. And I did it at the school too, because at the school they would do like events.
Right.
But
You're better off for it.
for going to school,
For having to work your ass off.
yes. Yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about, right? people joke with like, what would you define getting out of the rat race now? Because I think it's kind of changed a little bit.
That's a good question. I think I would define it as you not having a boss to answer to, and you being able to dictate your work on your own time.
Yeah. Because time is the most.
It's about time.
Yeah.
Right? It's really about time and how you choose to spend that time.
Yeah, not having to report. Yeah. Yeah, because reporting to somebody takes time. Doing tasks for somebody else takes time.
Having the freedom to work at 3, 4 in the morning when you want to.
Yeah, when your kids are sound asleep, wife's asleep. Yeah.
Not being stuck to your computer from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. every single day because you have to.
Yeah, I think that's, I think I would agree with that for sure. Because time is a sensitive topic for me, just in the sense that like we have some friends, like I'm a big calendar girl because I know I respect time. I get it.
Yeah.
If I get like really butthurt if I make plans with somebody and I put it in my calendar and like reservations, whatever it might be. If people flake for some shitty reason, I'm pissed. Like I'm just like, like you're no good for me. When we first,
You're done.
I know, I'm sounding like that's the Italian in me. I'm just giving like the direct.
Ciao.
Yeah, literally ciao. So when we were first starting the business, right? Like, you kind of have like growing pains, right?
Yeah.
And there was this one girl that Eric got introduced to that was really interested in sales. And Eric did 2 meetings in person with her. And she was great. She presented herself incredible in person. But Eric was like, I have to introduce you to my wife, or at the time, fiance. No, girlfriend. We were just girlfriend and boyfriend. He was like, I got to introduce you to my girlfriend. She's the co-founder of the business. Just we're in this together. You got to meet her, see how she feels. So she was like, okay, why don't we set something up? So she lives in Fort Lauderdale, and she was gonna come up to Boca Del Rey area for just a quick little like happy hour, by something small where we can be in casual conversation. I literally like ended my day early, and it's 40 minutes before we're supposed to meet, and she texted Eric like, hey, I'm so sorry, like I'm stuck in traffic, I'm not gonna be able to make it.
What?
I told Eric, get rid of her. I'm not hiring someone like that.
Yeah.
That's so disrespectful. Like I took my time out of the day.
You want a job from me?
Correct. And that's where I'm quick. So it's funny because Eric is like the giant teddy bear. He has a more aggressive masculine presence to him. But I'm very sweet, I promise. But I'm an all business kind of girl. So like I'm in his ear if I think somebody's being disrespectful.
Yeah.
He can make that judgment too, but I'm always like the extra like
Right.
that was really fucked up.
Right.
Like the Italian in me, I can't help it. But I'm like, that was really messed up. I can't get past that. Like, it's just so disrespectful.
Yeah.
Right? Respect and that's what I mean. Like when it comes to time and us scheduling time, like the business is busy, your business is busy. People are taking the time to make those plans. Like you got to honor it.
100%.
I'd rather them be late.
Right. Things happen.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know. That made me think
I
of
love that you
example.
have values and morals that you stand on.
I do.
I love that.
I stand on them. I'm
You
firm.
do. You do.
Yeah, I don't really curb in those morals and values. I
Nor
really
should
don't.
you.
I don't. It's either people really appreciate it or people are like, whoa, stay away from her.
Because they're not vibing with that frequency.
Yeah.
Because they're probably a mess. Probably have no values, have no morals.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's a valid point.
You mentioned something that I was like, oh yeah, that's right. You guys began a company while you were boyfriend and girlfriend?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Isn't it?
That's fucking nuts. That's ballsy on both your parts.
Well, technically it was this is our second company together because
Okay.
we went through the property management business, got that on autopilot.
While being boyfriend and girlfriend. Did you begin that company while it
Yeah.
didn't exist prior?
No.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this is our second business together. So
Wow. That's one of the rarest things I've ever heard.
A boyfriend and girlfriend relationship.
Yes.
I've actually never.
Building 2 companies together
Yeah.
and working out and getting married.
We made it. Yeah, we made it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I guess I never thought about that. I'm like, just like, oh yeah, we were boyfriend and girlfriend at the time. No big deal.
No, that's super rare.
Yeah, this is our second business
That
together.
almost never happened. I've never heard that before.
Well, I'll give you the
That's
big.
incredible.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. The big
It
stereotype.
just shows the connection between you two and how you two are for each other,
Thank you.
right?
I appreciate that. The hardest obstacle for me to overcome in the beginning of our relationship was our age difference. Eric's 45. I'm 28.
Okay, that's
17 years.
okay.
Yeah. But people don't realize it. Like I if you believe in soulmates, I believe that Eric and I are soulmates, right?
Yeah.
And when I met him, it's not like, how old are you? How old are you? Like we just kind of fell in love and then
Right.
we figured out those numbers and realized like, oh, but we're so in love and we have so much
Right.
in common and we really make each other better people. So
What'd your dad say?
my dad, I always was into older guys.
Okay.
I have to put that out there because not as old as Eric. Babe, you're not that old if you're listening. But I was always more tapped into relationships with older guys because of that life experience of when I was younger, right? Like
Got it.
going through hardship at a young age. I know everybody has their different hardships, but
You were very mature at 22.
oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
Like almost probably insufferable for other people to be around me. Maybe that's why the girls didn't like me. They were probably, this girl has no idea how to have fun. I didn't know how to have fun. I was so serious. I had to figure it out. But yeah, and my dad used to always say like, I would rather you be treated correctly by a guy older than you than like shit by somebody your own age. So he instilled that in me because the guys my age are still fucking around. And like my girlfriends that I still keep in touch with.
Oh yeah, guys your age are.
I was looking for a husband since I was born. That's just how I was. Like Italian family, traditional. Like
Yeah.
I was always looking for my husband because I just wasn't that girl. I just never was that girl. But my dad always said I would rather, of course he's not going to go out and pick somebody 17 years older than me. Like
Right.
naturally he's not going to go be like, oh, who's out there for my daughter? But at the end of the day, it comes down to how is my person going to treat me? And Eric has always treated me to perfection. And like I was saying, like he's boosted me up in ways that, you know, it takes a certain guy to like do that for me. And
That man worships you.
Yeah, he does.
He loves you.
Yeah. So I think my dad would rather
The
have
way
that.
he talks about you, he lights up.
Yeah. He's my person too. Like I joke with him, like even though we work from home sometimes together and like we're on calls a day, at the end of the day, I'm like, I miss you. I feel like I haven't seen you, even though we're like a couple doors away. It's the most silly thing. But at the end of the day, my dad would rather me be treated properly. And that's something that also Eric and I talk about on our podcast a lot is how
Yeah.
much dating has changed with social media and apps.
It's a mess.
Yeah, because him and I met organically. So not a lot of people meet organically anymore because they just know that they can go on their phone. If they go on a date with somebody.
Swipe.
Yeah, it creates this really false like idea of finding your person.
Yeah.
So we talk a lot about that on the podcast because a lot of my girlfriends are very much struggling. They want to settle down. These guys like might go on a date. They might not like one thing about them. Then they just go back on the app that night and they're like, hey, this isn't going to work out. They go back on. They see them still on the app. So it's just this never-ending cycle. I never was on them. I never was on the apps.
I missed that whole era. Thank God.
Right? Thank God. I really think it ruins things.
Yeah.
I really do. I think my sister's 26. I was engaged at 26. She's not even in a serious relationship. So I see her struggle that there's all these guys that don't want to settle down. And I feel for her because,
She wants to. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm kind of trying to tap into like, you know, like the network that I know to see if there's
Yeah.
somebody like someone's like niece, nephew, cousin, friend, whatever. PBD, whatever. Not actually PBD, but somebody
No, yes,
at like,
yes.
like there's this one guy that works there that I know he's single. I'm like, maybe that could be a match for her. Like, cause she's a good girl, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, Rochester people are like we're like Midwesterners. We're
Yes.
like, we really are.
Yeah.
Honest to
I know
God,
what you
salt
mean.
of the earth.
Yeah.
I want her to end up with somebody good. And at first she was totally against being with somebody older, but now she's finding herself being down here like, whoa, these guys up until like 34 even are just not looking to settle down. So
Yeah, I don't know. Out of my circle, it's like me and another guy that's married.
And how old are you again?
I'm 37.
And only one other guy that you know is married?
Yeah.
Do any of them do you have any eligible bachelors? Or they're not there yet, maybe.
Nobody that I would seriously recommend. Seriously, I wouldn't. No, these guys are.
It's the ongoing thing.
Yeah.
So, and everybody always says to Eric and I, go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, everybody says like how lucky we are that we found each other.
Yes,
because
very.
it's impossible. So I'll take my man,
Yes.
whatever age he is.
100%.
I don't care.
Commitment issues
Yes.
is the word on the street for these guys.
Where does that come from though? Mommy, daddy, like.
They're scared to meet the wrong girl and have it be a disaster. Right? They don't want to be paying child support. They don't want to go through divorce. A lot of these guys are wealthy and they built their empire and they don't want to divide or share or split. Right? So there's a lot of that.
Yeah.
You know?
I understand that. I do. Because it's, well, and then that's another thing I've heard too, because I hear both sides of the spectrum also.
Yeah.
Like Eric also has single friends. And the guys that do live down here, they talk about how there's like that typical Miami crowd, the girls that just think that because they're pretty, they're deserving of
yeah.
a high valued man.
Oh, yeah.
I don't agree with that either. I don't
Same.
think it's just in the girl park either where they're struggling. I know that there's also a lot of high quality men out there that struggle.
Right.
So
Beauty
I see it both
changes.
that too.
It grows, it evolves, it changes.
Yeah. And at first, sure, you're attracted to the appearance, right? But
course.
then what locks you in? It's not that.
Right. That only
not that.
lasts so long. Only lasts so long.
Yeah, we talk about this. It's definitely a problem. I think South Florida is especially bad for dating.
Oh, it's the worst.
So yeah, you see it.
It's
you
the
see
worst.
it firsthand. So
Yeah.
that's also why, I mean,
It's like also to get the good looking girls, you got to have money.
yeah,
You can't be broke.
yeah.
Huge problem.
Yeah, but is that good looking girl gonna? They're not traditional girls anymore, though.
No.
Is that good looking girl? Is she gonna provide what that man needs? Right? There's
No.
other things. So a high valued man doesn't just take you because you're pretty.
Right.
Like you got to bring more to the table.
100%.
And I'm all for that. We talk about that too. Like Eric and I, it's not just the girls, it's the guys too.
Right.
I take back my statement just talking about the girls. I see it with the guys because I do know a lot of really quality men that are, you know, they struggle.
Yeah.
They do. They're doing well. The girls are just like it's just weird. It's just weird. They're either looking for that, but then they're like, oh, I can do better. I should find someone with more money. It's just weird. It's just not how it used to be.
I think they have to reach the point where they come to the understanding that it's not always greener on the other side.
Yeah, because even if you have your issues with your person, I know this is where I talk about choices again. Just figure it out. How hard can it be? I mean, you made it this far, right? So, I mean, I'd rather work at something and like, I know I'm newly married, so it's easy for me to say this. I can't even imagine having to start over. Eric had to do it with me. He didn't have kids in his previous marriage. But like he had to start over with me. And like even though that relationship didn't suit him, like he had to rebuild his confidence as a man also to go back out there and date. And dating is exhausting.
Oh, yeah.
So I feel for both sides if it's a quality individual. But the issue is I don't know, getting those quality people in a room and like you said, getting rid of the commitment issues. That's the barrier.
My wife and I, we've been together, married for 9 years, together for 19.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
We met in the 5th grade.
Were you guys born and raised in Florida or in Brazil?
Queens.
Oh, in Queens. I'm sorry, you said that.
Yeah, I was born in Brazil.
Yep.
Moved to Queens when I was 7 years old. Wow. Met her 3 years later.
Was she like down the street from you?
5 blocks away. Yep. Exactly.
I love those stories. So
Yeah.
wholesome. Like, come on.
So we were friends. We dated a little bit, like 15, 16. And then we got together at 18.
Wow. So you know everything about each other.
Everything.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. I
But-
wish it was like that.
Depends, okay? Because
As a podcaster, I needed a place to share my voice and hear other stories. That's how Forge Studios was born. A place created not just for me, but for everyone searching for something more. An environment where as soon as you walk in, you feel the energy and you feel welcomed. Where being seen and heard is part of the experience. A place for entrepreneurs to share their journey, for creators to bring ideas to life, for businesses to grow authentically. A space that values mental health, encourages real conversations, and supports those who turns ideas into impact. Here at the Forge Studios, creativity, culture, and purpose aligns and comes together to help you create something greater. A place where we leave the filters behind and we start expressing ourselves for real. The Forge Studio. Your journey starts here. Your impact starts now.
because we were so young, right? We literally grew up together, right? And we've almost gotten divorced like 3 or 4 times.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, like the roller coaster ride is crazy. What kept us together is the fact that we're so good for each other. We're so good together on, we check off 90% of each other's boxes.
I'd argue that's a good percentage.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Hard to find.
Extremely.
Yeah. I usually hear 80-20, 90-10 is incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's what has kept us together. The fact that we truly love each other. We have 2 kids together. And we just can't think of being with anybody else.
Yeah.
Like as much as we may argue and fight and whatnot, it's just, I rather argue and fight with you than anybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's such a good way to put it. Yeah, no, that I love hearing stuff like that because it's true, right? Of course there's ups and downs.
Of course.
Like anything.
Yes.
It's just like, are you sticking through it with that person or are you growing from it together? And what does that look like?
Right.
So, I mean, because Eric's not the same person I grew with him too. Like he grew with me. I'm not
For
the same
sure.
person from 5 years ago. He's most certainly not the same person from
No.
5 years ago. So of course you have to, kind of go through those, I call them growing pains.
Right.
And there's multiple times when you go through these growing pains. So
Yeah. And I think you guys have an interesting layer because you also have a generational gap.
yes, we do.
And that's very interesting.
It works really well.
I think I love that. I think it's like, because me and my wife are same generation, right? Eric is from one, you're from another, and your kid will be from a different one. So you're gonna have 3 different generations in one house, which is really cool.
Yeah, we should have a new Brady Bunch TV series. Yeah, no, it is interesting. It works well in the sense that like he's just getting started. Like he would sit here and call himself a late bloomer, right? Like it took him, like he was kind of he got in trouble a lot as a kid, right? So he sent himself to the Navy to kind of get away from that trouble. Yep. And he's a late bloomer. And I think that my energy and my actual like age and youthfulness keep him where he needs to be and young.
Oh yeah.
And like his wisdom and his maturity, they really just, our strengths and weaknesses, and I'm not trying to sound like, oh my God, listen to her. Like they really do complement each other. I swear to God. And like,
no, they should listen to you.
Yeah.
They should.
It just works really well. I recommend it for like, at least in this day and age, because unfortunately there's not many stories where you meet the girl down the street and you know their family, you know the ins and outs about them.
No.
In Queens,
It's
like
rare.
people don't even know their neighbors anymore.
No.
So as much as I'd love I wish there was more stories out there like that. I just don't hear about it anymore. It's sad the world has changed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, both guys and girls, like they got to get more comfortable because we're here to procreate, right? We're here to whatever your spiritual beliefs are, your beliefs,
Right.
but like we believe that. Eric and I believe that. Like, why are we here? There's a deeper meaning to all of this, right?
For sure.
So,
And I think that kids in specific give a whole different meaning to life.
yeah.
They really do. Because, like, okay, you get married, right? And it's no longer about just you. Now it's you and your partner, right? But your partner is an adult. And regardless of whatever, they can still take care of themselves. Your kid, it's literally no longer about you.
All selfishness has to
Go away.
out the window.
Go away.
Yeah.
For you to be a good parent, it has to go away. Because that child needs you every single second of the day and can't be without you.
And so, did you know, like, when you were, progressing with your wife before you had children? I'm sure you kind of already had envisioned what she'd be like as a mom, right?
Oh, yeah.
So that's the thing too. I think people should learn how to date, not just for like that moment, but
For sure.
how is that person going to be as a parent? How are they going to be in times of hardship? Whatever it might be. Because there is, like you said, there's so many other elements to this.
Oh, there's so many. And I'm so happy that she's my wife. She's an incredible mother.
I can't wait to meet her.
She's an incredible mother.
She sounds phenomenal.
She
Yeah.
really is. She's phenomenal. She really is. She sets the tone for our family. You know what I mean?
She's a true matriarch.
Yeah. She runs that house, man.
That's what the moms are there for, right?
She runs that house, and it's incredible. And our unity has brought so much good to this world. We've helped so many families. I think that it's just what life's about, to be here to serve.
Yeah.
You know?
Couldn't have said it better, honestly. Have you done a podcast with her before?
I have.
Okay.
She's actually starting her own podcast.
Awesome.
I would love for you to be a guest.
I would love to be a
I
guest.
think that'd be incredible.
Yeah, so will she be in the same space and all of that?
Yeah. I'll change the lighting. I'll move the TV over, put her logo. I'll move some sets around. But yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love what you guys are doing, and I can't wait to meet her.
Thank you. We've been going for almost 2 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just shooting the shit.
Yes, literally.
That's awesome. I didn't even realize. Without the phone, you don't know.
No, exactly. Time flies, which is why I don't do virtual podcasts anymore.
Yeah, because you know the time.
You
can see
gotta come here. The energy's different. It's so different.
Yeah. I think in person's better. Some people love those virtual ones. They're just so quick. They feel very transactional.
They do. I agree.
Eric's been on a few of those, and I've observed them in the corner, and I'm like,
There's no energy.
no,
No.
because there's, even though we're not directly next to each other, there's still something
Oh yeah.
there's just the power of
Being present.
hand movements, body language.
Yes.
It just tells for a better story, episode, whatever.
Alexis, we're gonna land this plane.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Do me a favor. I want you to share a message with the world. Something that you want the world to remember you by. Something that one day your kids can watch this episode and know what you stood for and know what Alexis is about.
My biggest message is to stay true to who you are within, and don't budge on values, beliefs, morals, because the right people will come into your life, your right person. It will work out. I really believe that things work out the way that they're supposed to, as long as you stay true to yourself, and whatever that looks like for somebody. That's what my message is, because that's definitely what's happened to me. So
It's beautiful.
thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome time.
Please look at that camera. Let everyone know where they can find you, your social media, your marketing company, your website, whatever you want to share.
So personal social is currently Alexis, Alexis Tambe, Tambe. It's my maiden name. My husband will kill me that I haven't changed it yet. Meta hasn't let me because I don't have the new license yet. But if it might be Alexis Winegard, Winegard. And then our company is Rare Blue Moon Marketing. You can find us at rarebluemoon.io. We got engaged on the night of a rare blue moon.
I was just going to ask you where that name came from.
Yeah, we really believe what him and I are built upon. We want
Yes.
everybody to know that we like take care of them the way that we take care of us.
You guys are awesome.
Thank you. So that's where you guys can find us. Appreciate it.
Incredible. Alexis, thank you so much for coming on the podcast today.
Thank you, Leo. It was awesome.
You're an incredible human being. I love your energy, your drive, your passion. You and Eric are going to create an empire. I see
Thank
it.
you. I
see
appreciate
it.
it. You
I
guys
do.
too. And I can't wait to meet your wife also.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Guys, one incredible episode. Two incredible human beings, Eric and Alexis. I think they are, in my opinion, one of the true examples of what a traditional couple should be and how you should model yourself if that's what you want to be in your life. Go follow them. If you're a company who wants marketing help, reach out to them. Like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and we'll see you guys next time.